Well, just weeks after millions of passengers lived through a nightmare in the skies, more turbulence, passengers again left panicking and wondering if they're even going to be able to take off. Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on NBC4 Midday. I'm Brad Johansson. Air traffic now back to normal operations. Here's how things played out this morning. The Federal Aviation Administration sending an alert that its notice to air missions failed. This system alerts the pilots about closed runways, equipment outages, other potential hazards that could affect flights. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says that he was in touch with the FAA as they worked to get the issue fixed. President Biden was briefed, and the press secretary says at this point there is no evidence of a cyber attack. The FAA tweeted around 9 a.m. the issue was resolved. They continue to investigate what caused the problem. NBC4's Matthew Herchick now live at John Glenn International Airport. Matthew, what's the status of things right now from what you're seeing?
Yeah, good morning, Brad. Well, it was really a fluid situation from an airport operations perspective all morning. From a passenger perspective, not quite as chaotic as you might expect. You can see passengers here behind me are in line getting ready for those flights that are going to be boarding here in just a short time. Now, this is a look at the CMH airfield earlier this morning after all domestic departures were grounded until 9 a.m. The FAA announcing early this morning that an outage to its notice to air mission system was affecting flights nationwide, and that left passengers here at CMH scrambling to find when or even if their flights would be allowed to take off. Most flights were delayed, some were even canceled. Many passengers were forced to wait out lengthy delays in the terminals or at their gates. Others said that they were making alternate plans to get where they needed to go.
I got to imagine people are doing the best they can, and I think I'm here just getting work done. I could be in an office, or I happen to be in the airport, so just taking advantage of it.
A lot of sighing, a lot of people sitting on the floor, and I'm claustrophobic, so I just couldn't deal with it. So I'm going to go find a rental car and drive home.
Now, one couple we spoke to said that they were supposed to fly to Honolulu this morning. The frustration, as you can imagine, all over their faces when they told me they won't be able to leave until tomorrow at the earliest. Many of the flights that weren't canceled were delayed several hours. So, Brad, as you can imagine, plenty of logistics to work through here later today and in the coming days for airport officials all across the country. So, as you can imagine, a messy situation. But as you can see, it does appear that passengers will be boarding flights and in the air in a short time. Local for you here in Columbus, Matthew Herchick, NBC4.